I was blown away to hear that, Robert, you had proposed to Sarah using a cameo from Struggle Jennings.
Robert wanted to know if you would spend the rest of your life with him.
He was on tour. He said he wanted me to become a part of his band.
I had taken her phone with me. There was a lot of I love yous and all that.
So we want to actually bring in Struggle Jennings. We're going to bring him in right now.
Oh, okay.
On this week's episode, we help a couple whose relationship has lost its spark. A man named Robert reached out to us after finding out his fiancé was messaging another man through TikTok. The problem is she thinks she's in a relationship with the couple's favorite musician, Struggle Jennings. Robert has convinced Sarah to block this celebrity profile several times, but she seems to always go back. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Sarah. My mother is 6. Really don't do much except for just sit here, take care of the house, take care of kids.
First time we met actually was back in grade school. We were friends back then. 8 years ago, we both found ourselves single and went on a couple of dates and kind of never separated after that.
Me and Robert don't have any biological children together. I've always considered his kids my kids, and I love them like they're my own.
Love her personality. I love her smile. She has the most gorgeous smile of anybody I've ever seen. Can light up a room. I love her. When I proposed to Sarah, I had a cameo video made by Struggle, part of the proposal process.
Because he knew he was my favorite artist, and one of his songs is our song.
Robert proposed to Sarah 2 years ago. He wanted to do something special for her by reaching out to her favorite musician.
Sarah, the GOAT, Sarah. Got a really important question that I want to ask you. Robert wanted to know if you would spend the rest of your life with him by his side and if you would accept his hand in marriage. Y'all let me know what you say.
Been engaged for almost 2 years. We've been together for 8 years, but this past year has been really upsetting. Turning point for me was when he started ignoring my needs.
I've neglected the relationship terribly with my work schedule and just life in general.
When I see he puts as much effort as he did into his work when he didn't have to, and he could have put that much effort into our relationship.
There hasn't been much of a relationship for probably a good year or so.
I feel that he doesn't know how to balance that work man and family man at an equal balance. Robert's boss, she is female. She's very tall, blonde, skinny, and I don't like her much. We had a tornado that went by, and I was very angry with him. We were all huddled up in the laundry room, and his boss calls him, and I get that he has to answer it, but 10 more minutes of the tornado pass wouldn't have hurt.
In her mind, I think that she thought I was completely checked out of a relationship.
He would put on cologne only when the boss is coming and to make an excuse for it. With no wedding planning or any of that, I started to notice the change in how he proceeded with the relationship.
After being engaged to Robert for 2 years, Sarah felt like he was putting off their marriage. The two grew apart more every day. In the midst of all of this, she met someone online claiming to be the couple's favorite rapper, Struggle Jennings.
It all started with TikTok. At the time I was born to, he was Struggle Jennings. He's a country rap artist. He asked if I was a fan, and I said yes. And he asked how long. And I've been a fan of his for about 9 years. First, I didn't believe it was real him Then it went to casually talking every day, every morning, every night. I guess my favorite quality of struggles would be his looks, because I am attracted to him. I think I'm more addicted to his voice. He's a wonderful songwriter, would be the type of person that wouldn't take no crap from somebody or anybody, or the man that would take in charge and take control. The first video he's ever sent me, he was like walking inside a grocery store. He sent me, I guess it would be from his kitchen, wearing Tommy Hilfiger stuff. And the other one he sent me was standing in front of a moving truck, smoking a cigarette. Had opened up to him because the emptiness that I felt in my relationship with Robert, and thinking our relationship was already over.
I had taken her phone with me on a trip to pick up her oldest son. Read all the messages there, all of them, but enough of them to see what was happening.
All these things he would say to me, oh, I'm going to take you for a concert, you're going to be at my show, I've got a surprise for you.
I know there was a lot of I love yous and all that. I read the messages that I read.
Claiming to love me, and he would tear his life upside down for me. At that time, I felt almost like on cloud nine, because those were the things that I was missing, things that I needed in a relationship.
Things spiraled further out of control when he started to promise Sarah that he would make her famous.
At this point in time, he was on tour. He said he wanted me to become a part of his band.
He's telling her, she's gonna be in his band, she's gonna be making music.
The idea of being part of the band, it struck me as just, I see a point where maybe I can change my whole life around. What if I was meant to do this? Then he started talking about VIP pass and getting the funds for it.
It's supposed to come with a meet and greet. He would be personally picking her up to take her to a concert.
I wasn't able to pay it all at once. I had borrowed money from a friend.
She was starting to try to pawn things.
I had found this ring a few years back I was going to try to pawn. I've even tried to pawn my TV. I was just trying to find ways to come up with money. He is one of my favorite singers.
When Robert found out that Sarah was trying to pawn items, he offered to pay for the meet and greet.
I went ahead and caved, thinking that just sending the money, her seeing that she doesn't get what's promised on the other end of that, is going to be enough to show her that it's a scammer.
It was a piece of paper, and it just said my information, my name and my address, how long you want the meet and greet to go on, where you want it to be at, what's your favorite food, where's your nearest airport.
She was giving him passwords, access to her Cash App,
my social security card, and he has access to all my passwords and emails. And when I asked, he said, I'm only doing it to help you. You'll see, I'm doing it to help you. I could never hurt you. He was trying to say he'd build me a house in Tennessee. He had sent me pictures of this house. He said he was having a house built for us, and then I was going to own it. It was going to be in my name. He said, you trust me, and this is for you. I'm not going to screw you over or anything like that.
Sarah was promised a life-changing tour, management support, singing lessons, a home, and a real connection with Struggle Jennings. But this person has delivered none of it. Despite blocking the profile and promising to move on, Sarah keeps getting drawn back into communication.
Said that she was no longer going to talk to him, and then right back again the next day. He keeps changing it to it'll be the next week from what she said. Just seeing it for what it is. I mean, like every time he contacts her and they go, it just pulls it right back.
I still feel awful because I'm talking to the other person when Robert is right here in the flesh, in the real.
Always been able to completely trust her in the past as far as our relationship goes, but
He has really shown me not only forgiveness, but love.
I'm sorry that I put you in the position to be vulnerable enough to be taken advantage of this way.
I guess in my head, I would want it to be real because this guy promised me a better life for myself, a dream. Oh, you can be your own boss. You can have all the things you want. You can make a better life for yourself and your children.
I love you. And I've got your back in all this, no matter how everything plays out in the end. Just, I'm sorry.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much. Alright, Seekers, it was time to get to work. Robert was helping us gather information off of Sarah's phone. He was able to get a hold of some photos, 2 documents for a Struggle Jennings meet and greet, and a phone number Sarah used to text him. It was time to jump in and start doing some searches. We looked into everything we could. Sarah just wanted this fantasy to be true. After we heard that she's unblocked this profile 5 times, we knew we had to come with more. If you or anyone else you know thinks they are communicating or in a relationship with a celebrity online, reach out to us. We can help you find answers. Our email is sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. And Seekers, do not forget to stick around until the end.
So we want to actually bring in Struggle Jennings. We're going to bring him in right now.
Oh, okay.
After a week of our team coming up with a game plan, it was time to sit down with Sarah and Robert, and we brought out Brianne and David to attack this situation. These two have been married for 20 years and have been together since high school. If anybody from our team was going to help patch this relationship up, it would be them. Let's get into this.
We went through your story and we've spent a lot of time working on this for you to hopefully try to get you both some closure today. What's your ideal outcome for this, for both of you?
Just to know what's what. That way we can close this chapter and move on to the next.
Sarah, why has it been so hard for you to move on from the past and make the decision to block this person?
I did, yesterday, delete the app that he was contacting me on. I guess right now the decision is I choose Robert no matter what. He's the man that's been here for me. He's the man that's going to be here for me. He's the man that takes care of my kids and his kids.
Robert, what's it been like? I mean, being in the same household, seeing this unfold.
I've run the gamut of emotions. Angry, sad, hurt, confused.
So Sarah, I just wanted to run through all the information that you'd sent over to our team. We had looked at everything and we have results. So that's what I want to walk you through today. Interestingly enough though, we also did find that this document was used in other scams.
Our image search found many other victims around the world with posts on social media with screenshots of this same document, warning others they fell for the same scam Sarah was in. Scammers promising people meet and greets with Johnny Depp, Rick Astley, and even Adam Sandler.
And we also found that I believe it's like a celebrities meet and greet association. There's like a stamp, a seal that you had sent over. This doesn't even exist.
Okay.
So the next thing we looked at was the fan ID document. We also found that this wasn't a valid document because we were able to find the exact image result match. It was found on Pinterest and it was under another scam. So it looked like this document had been used in previous scams as well.
Okay.
We found so many more pieces of information. All of the images that this Struggle Jennings profile sent Sarah were stolen from his Instagram page. When this person claimed that he was at the store, in the kitchen, or working on new music, it did not match up to any of the real Struggle Jennings posts or what he was actually up to. The phone number that she would text was a free to use internet number. All of the documents were just recycled and used in other celebrity scams. Right away, Sarah agreed with every bit of information we went over.
The other thing too, Sarah, like you've given your driver's license number, your social security number, right? Those are two things that somebody needs to pull a mortgage, to get a loan, to get a credit card, do all these things. I highly recommend that you go and you check your credit. So you can go do a free credit report and see if anybody's pulled your credit, and then contact the credit reporting agencies to make sure that nobody's pulling your credit without you getting an alert.
Wow. That's scary.
Yes, very scary.
Sarah took in all of the information with ease, but we wanted to make sure we closed out with no more doubts. What she didn't know is that we had Struggle Jennings waiting on the other line.
Looking back, there's so many things that I'm still trying to find the answers to.
So we want to actually bring in Struggle Jennings. We're going to bring him in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Struggle. I'm David. I own socialcatfish.com, and this is my beautiful wife, Brianne. Thank you so much. Like, I know that you're busy and you're recording, and we both really appreciate you jumping on.
This has been an ongoing issue, and I've seen a lot of it. I've had probably 24 people reach out in the last 3 or 4 years.
And so, Struggle, have you ever met Sarah before?
No, never talked to her. I remember Robert from the Cameo and me proposing to Sarah for him.
Then, so one interesting thing with the meet and greet, we saw like it was asking for driver's license number, social security number. When you do a meet and greet, what do you get from somebody? Just
their name and email. Definitely would never ask for social security number or anything like that. Like, they target my fans and a lot of people that make music like me because our fans are compassionate. A lot of them are broken. They've been going through things. They've had a lot of hurt and pain. And, hence the reason they listen to our music or to my music, because we're giving that inspiration and hope. And we've been through the same things, and we're trying to help. My purpose is to help drag people out of those dark places.
We deal with this all the time, and we understand the frustration. So I appreciate you jumping on, because they don't see like the people that are messaging you or contacting you saying, hey, you owe me money, or you took money from me. You're married, you're happily married, right?
Yeah, 100% happily married. I try to show my wife and my children and my family life as much as I can on my page so that people know that I'm happy and in a relationship.
And that's why it's really important for people to understand that, there's multiple victims in these types of scams. You're being targeted as well, Struggle, because people are stealing your images and creating these fake relationships.
I've even had people show up to meet and greets, say, hey man, I bought this meet and greet. Will you please just come out to this crowd, or come out, or can we bring my mom backstage? She thinks that she's been dating you for 6 months, and we're all telling her it's a scam. I was just looking, I have 155 blocked accounts on my Instagram alone that are fake struggle pages that I've blocked and reported. I would never ask anybody for money. A spouse raised by a single mother. So I don't even let a woman open her wallet around me. Doesn't matter if it's a friend, a sister, a wife, or a kid. Like, I believe, when a man's personal, a woman should never touch a door handle, their wallet, or the gas pump. All right.
I really would like to apologize to both of you men. I don't know how I got sucked into it as much as it went on.
I appreciate the apology. But you really don't have a reason to apologize to me, or, maybe Robert, for sure. You've been through a lot. You're going through a lot. Robert's been working extra hours. You guys are all you need. It's so easy for us to seek outside of what we already have. I have faith that Robert's going to wake up tomorrow and he's going to put a little bit more care into his wife and his home
that you don't even realize you're neglecting your other because you know you're working to provide for them. So you feel like you're giving them that by not giving them that, if that makes any sense. Like,
I know you got to work to pay the bills, and I know you got goals and dreams, and we work so hard, man, that we neglect what really matters a lot of times. I believe in y'all, and I think y'all are going to be able to get it together, and I think y'all are going to have a long, happy marriage. And I'm glad y'all came and we settled it like this instead of y'all breaking up. It could have went so many other ways.
yeah.
Like, y'all been through this together now. Like, come on, God, bring it on. What's next? You know, I got a lot of faith in y'all. So y'all fix that shit. Tell your boss, Robert, sometimes, hey man, I gotta go spend some time with the wife, dog.
Well, thank you so much, Struggle.
Yeah, Struggle. We appreciate the time again. Thank you again so much.
I'm glad that guys like y'all, Social Catfish, are, bringing light to that and letting people, be aware of these situations.
And thank you again for everything you do. Seriously.
Thank y'all so much.
I honestly do not think Sarah will be going back to the fake profile anymore. What do you guys think? Comment down below.
Well, Sarah, what are you going to do with the other Struggle?
He's history, and y'all got y'all's information. There's no reason for me to have any of his info or numbers on my phone. I'm done with it. So the past few days with me and him, we really tried to talk through things, do some kind of couples therapy.
We can't afford traditional therapy, but I mean, we're finding what we can through the YouTube. So.
Yeah, so here's the deal. You guys, if you want couples therapy, reach out to us afterwards. We'll take care of it for you, okay? We will foot the bill 100%.
No, how to stay taken up or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's something we need.
So you've been engaged for a while, and you've been dating for a while. What's the plan? What's the next step?
Working on it. I mean, I've known for a long time. She's mine forever. But I don't know. Just moving forward together.
Yeah.
Get those date nights on the calendar, get out there. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, anything special, but make sure you both get that time together. At least, just dedicated time to get away, focus on each other, and just focus on continuing the relationship.
I just want to appreciate y'all both for helping us and helping me find out the real answer, because I realized now I was way, way over my head.
Thank you for trusting, ourselves and our team, to work on this for you. I'm glad we were able to bring in Struggle and get you both that closure. And then let's get you all to some marriage counseling. All right?
Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for
sounds
everything for us. Seriously, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.